The following portion of Daytime is sponsored by Older Lundy Koch and Martino.
When being sued after a car accident, a medical error, or maybe a slip and fall injury, what happens when you owe more money than your insurance policy will cover? Here to explain how Personal Counsel can help in this situation is Anthony Martino, partner at Older Lundy Koch and Martino. Welcome, Anthony. Good to see you again.
Hey, good morning. How are you? I'm
well. So first of all, how common is this? How often do you see claims filed that exceed what your insurance policy will cover?
Well, virtually any claim could, and in actuality, more than you would think. So it's going to ultimately depend on the extent of the harm or something that may not be covered, like punitive damages. If you're in a DUI wreck and hurt somebody, there's a component of that punitive damages that's not covered by insurance.
So in that scenario, who's on the hook for the balance?
You are.
Oof. And what are you supposed to do?
Well, typically, people will retain me as personal counsel, and the first step in this process is to look and determine, do you actually have any exposure? So if you've got a $5 million umbrella and the opposing party isn't very hurt, then you don't have an exposure and you don't need me, and I can tell you that, and it ends, and you have that peace of mind. Otherwise, if you do have the potential for exposure, oftentimes people will retain me to advise them throughout the process, to protect them from their own insurance company, and also to ensure that the defense lawyer hired by the insurance company does everything necessary to protect you.
So here's the big difference that I'm hearing is that a lawyer assigned to you by the insurance company would represent you and the insurance company, whereas if we retain personal counsel, you will have just my interests, not the insurance company's at heart. Yes?
That's exactly true. So the lawyer hired by an insurance company is put in kind of an ethical dilemma. You're the client, and their ultimate responsibility is to you, but they have an ongoing business relationship where they're being paid by an insurance company whose interests sometimes diverge from yours.
Right. So that makes sense. Are there any other scenarios, Anthony, in which hiring personal counsel might be beneficial?
No. Anytime a claim is made, simply retain me to determine whether or not you have exposure. Otherwise, there's no ongoing need to proactively have personal counsel unless you operate a business that gets sued regularly.
All right. Well, good to know. And why you? I'm sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. Go ahead, tell yourself.
Well, fair enough. I've had the opportunity to do this from both sides. So I've been the attorney bringing the claim and prosecuting the claims. I've also been a defense lawyer who understands the inner workings of how the insurance companies defend these cases, authorize expenditures, evaluate. So having seen it from both sides, I'm in the best position to help even facilitate a resolution between the opposing party's lawyer and your insurance defense lawyer, because the goal is to get the case done without you paying out of pocket.
Amen. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Always appreciate your time. Yeah. And if you'd like more information, remember you can visit olderlundylaw.com or call the number on your screen, 813-254-8998. Daytime will be right back.
The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by Older Lundy Koch and Martino.